I just removed a carburetor from a KTM motor, which is a Polaris 525. It wasn't running right. It seems to be running lean after we put an aftermarket header on it. So we're going to go over to the workbench. I have the carburetor completely disassembled. I'm not going to bore everybody with disassembling and pulling the carburetor out. Most people know how to do that. So we're going to go over to the workbench. What you want to do on the workbench is put a white towel down, of course, paper towels type thing. Make sure you don't lose anything. And disassemble the entire carburetor. What you're going to see is all the jets that are on there's a high-speed jet, a low-speed jet, which is an idle jet, and another little like air adjustment jet. Make sure you put the screws in pretty logical order. And then what we're going to do, we're actually going to clean every single piece on this, specifically this black piece right here. It gets a debris on it, and it makes the float not work right and tends to leak gas at that point. You're going to look for anything that's damaged. You can see that this particular thing on the end of it here, right here where my finger is, looks like it's been worn. I'm going to double check that and make sure that right there, and that is just kind of like a choke, automatic choke, although this thing has a manual choke to it. Always have the right tools. Most bikes are all metric, so you need Allen wrenches, and then you need a small screwdriver, something like that, in order to take the jets out over here. Then on the carburetor part, this is really a good carburetor due to the fact that it is a KTM. And be careful that this right here doesn't slide out, because then you have to crank on it. It's completely spring loaded. In order to get this piece out, there's a screw right here that needs to go in there, and I took that out. And then this right here is the slide that goes inside the carburetor like this. This particular rod needs to be very clean due to the fact that when it goes down into the jet, the high-speed jet, it won't allow it to work correctly. It'll either leak or it won't seat right. Thus, your high speed won't work like you think it should. But that's pretty much it on carburetor rebuild. And what I'm going to do, I always use like guitar strings. I don't know if you can see that right there. I use different size guitar strings to clean out the jets. If you look at, there's different sizes of guitar strings I use. They come in really handy. But that's all I got. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you. Bye.